Today, salt is an inexpensive and readily available commodity. We find it in every grocery store, on every kitchen table, and in countless recipes. It's a staple in our daily lives, often taken for granted. We use it without a second thought, adding a pinch to our meals for flavor. Chefs rely on it to enhance the taste of their dishes, and home cooks sprinkle it generously over their favorite foods. It's easy to forget that this humble mineral played a pivotal role in shaping human history. From ancient civilizations to modern times, salt has been a cornerstone of human development. For centuries, salt was a precious resource, its value comparable to gold. It was traded extensively, and entire economies were built around its production and distribution. It was essential for preserving food, a necessity for survival in a world without refrigeration. Salt allowed people to store meat and fish for long periods, ensuring a stable food supply through harsh winters and long journeys. This essay delves into the captivating history of salt, exploring how this seemingly ordinary substance influenced empires, trade, and even revolutions. We will uncover the stories of those who mined it, traded it, and fought over it. We will journey from the Roman Empire, where salt was used as currency, paying soldiers and funding wars. The term salary even originates from the Latin word for salt, salarium, to medieval Europe, where control of salt mines meant power. Lords and kings fought to control these valuable resources, and entire regions were defined by their access to salt. And finally to the French Revolution, where a tax on salt, known as the gabelle, sparked outrage and contributed to the revolutionary fervor. The fight over salt was not just about a mineral, but about control, power, and survival. Today, while we may not think much about it, salt continues to be an essential part of our lives. From the food we eat to the roads we drive on in winter, its importance remains undeniable. Join us as we explore the rich and fascinating history of salt, a substance that has truly shaped the world. The Roman Empire, a civilization that left an indelible mark on history, recognized salt's significance early on. This ancient civilization, known for its military prowess and architectural marvels, understood that salt was more than just a seasoning. It was a cornerstone of their economy and daily life. Salt was far more than a seasoning in ancient Rome. It was a strategic asset and a form of currency. The Romans mined salt extensively, and it became a vital part of their trade and commerce. Salt was so valuable that it was often referred to as white gold. Roman soldiers received part of their pay in salt, a practice that gave rise to the word salary, derived from the Latin salarium argentum, meaning salt money. This payment in salt was not just a token gesture, it was a substantial part of their compensation, reflecting salt's immense value. This salt money wasn't merely symbolic, it was a tangible asset that could be traded and used in various transactions. Salt was a medium of exchange, much like gold or silver, and it played a crucial role in the Roman economy. Salt was a valuable commodity in ancient Rome, used to preserve food, especially meat. In a time when refrigeration was non-existent, salt's ability to prevent spoilage was indispensable. It allowed the Romans to store food for long periods, ensuring a stable food supply. In a world without refrigeration, salt was essential for preventing spoilage, making it crucial for feeding the Roman army and population. The preservation of food was not just a matter of convenience, it was a matter of survival. Salt enabled the Romans to sustain their legions during long campaigns and maintain their vast empire. The strategic importance of salt extended beyond the military. It was a key commodity in trade, with Roman merchants transporting it across vast distances. Salt trade routes were established, connecting different parts of the empire and facilitating economic growth. The bustling markets of Rome were filled with traders and merchants dealing in this precious substance. The production and distribution of salt were highly organized and regulated by the Roman state. Salt mines were state-owned, and the extraction process was a significant industry. The Romans developed advanced techniques for salt production, ensuring a steady supply to meet the demands of their growing empire. Salt's role in ancient Rome was multifaceted, influencing the economy, military, and daily life. It was a symbol of wealth and power, a strategic asset that helped the Romans build and sustain one of the greatest empires in history. The legacy of salt in Rome is a testament to its enduring value and significance. The Romans built a network of roads, famously known for their durability and efficiency. One such road, the Via Salaria, literally translates to Salt Road. This ancient highway, stretching over 150 miles, connected Rome to the salt pans at the mouth of the Tiber River near Ostia. The Via Salaria served as a vital artery for the Roman Empire, facilitating the transportation of salt from the coast to Rome and other inland regions. The road's name reflects the importance of salt to the Roman economy and the empire's reliance on this precious commodity. Roman legions, renowned for their discipline and effectiveness, relied heavily on salt. Salt was a crucial part of their rations, essential for preserving food and maintaining the health of the soldiers. The term salarium, the origin of the word salary, reflects the importance of salt in compensating Roman soldiers. This payment in salt, known as salarium argentum, highlights how the Romans recognized the value of salt. It was a practical and necessary form of payment, ensuring that soldiers had access to this essential commodity. Section 5. Medieval Europe, the spice of power. As the Roman Empire declined, the importance of salt did not diminish. In medieval Europe, salt continued to be a highly sought-after commodity. Control over salt production and trade routes became synonymous with power and wealth. Cities and regions that controlled salt mines or strategic trading posts flourished. Salt was essential for preserving meat and fish, making it a dietary staple in medieval Europe. The lack of refrigeration meant that salt was crucial for preventing food spoilage, especially during the long winters. Section 6. Venice and salt, a maritime empire's rise. Venice, a city built on a lagoon, rose to prominence as a maritime power, and its fortunes were intertwined with salt. The Venetians, skilled sailors and merchants, established a vast trading network, and salt was a key commodity in their trade. Venetian merchants transported salt from production centers to markets across Europe, accumulating immense wealth in the process. The Venetian control of salt trade routes gave them significant political and economic leverage. They used their wealth to build a powerful navy and to exert influence over other European powers. Section 7. From Lüneburg to Genoa, salt's grip on Europe. The story of salt in Europe is a tale of power, wealth, and influence. This humble mineral, essential for human survival, became a cornerstone of economic and political power during the medieval period. The influence of salt extended far beyond Venice. Venice, with its strategic location and powerful navy, controlled much of the salt trade in the Mediterranean. The city's wealth and power were significantly bolstered by its ability to regulate the flow of salt. In northern Germany, the city of Lüneburg prospered due to its salt mines. These mines were among the most productive in Europe, and the salt extracted from them was highly sought after. The city's prosperity was directly linked to its ability to produce and trade salt. Lüneburg salt, extracted from brine springs, was highly prized, and the city's wealth derived from its salt trade. The brine springs were a natural resource that provided a steady supply of salt, which was then traded across Europe. This trade brought immense wealth to Lüneburg, making it one of the most important cities in the region. Similarly, the Italian city of Genoa, ideally positioned on the Mediterranean Sea, became a major hub for the salt trade. Genoa's strategic location allowed it to control the flow of goods, including salt, between Europe and the rest of the Mediterranean. Genoese merchants, like their Venetian counterparts, transported salt across the Mediterranean, establishing a lucrative trade network. These merchants were skilled navigators and traders, and their ability to move salt efficiently made Genoa a key player in the Mediterranean economy. The control of salt production and trade routes was a recurring theme in medieval Europe, shaping the political and economic landscape of the continent. Cities that controlled salt production and trade routes held significant power and influence. This control often led to conflicts and alliances, as cities and states vied for dominance in the lucrative salt trade. The story of salt in Europe is a testament to the enduring power of this essential mineral. Section 8. The French Revolution. A pinch of salt ignites a firestorm. Centuries later, the seemingly mundane issue of salt played a pivotal role in one of history's most significant upheavals, the French Revolution. The French monarchy, facing financial turmoil, imposed a series of unpopular taxes, including a salt tax known as the gabelle. The gabelle required the purchase of a certain amount of salt at a fixed price, regardless of actual consumption. This tax, deeply unpopular among the French peasantry, became a symbol of the monarchy's oppression and contributed to the growing discontent that fueled the revolution. Section 9. The gabelle. An unpopular tax on a vital commodity. The gabelle wasn't merely an economic burden, it was a deeply resented symbol of inequality. The tax disproportionately affected the poor, who relied heavily on salt to preserve food. The wealthy, on the other hand, could afford to pay the tax or found ways to evade it. This disparity fueled resentment towards the monarchy, which was seen as out of touch with the plight of the common people. The gabelle became a rallying cry for those who sought to overthrow the existing order. Section 10. Salt and the French Revolution, a recipe for revolt. The French Revolution, a complex event with multiple causes, was ignited by a confluence of factors, including economic hardship, social inequality, and political oppression. The gabelle, a seemingly minor tax on salt, became a potent symbol of the monarchy's disregard for the common people. The storming of the Bastille in 1789, a pivotal moment in the French Revolution, was fueled by the anger and frustration of the Parisian populace, burdened by taxes like the gabelle. The salt tax, once a source of revenue for the monarchy, had become a catalyst for revolution. Section 11. Conclusion. Salt's enduring legacy. From the Roman Empire to the French Revolution, salt has left an enduring mark on human history. This seemingly ordinary mineral, essential for life, has shaped empires, fueled trade, and even sparked revolutions. While today salt is readily available and inexpensive, its historical significance serves as a reminder of its importance. The story of salt is a testament to the power of seemingly mundane objects to shape the course of human events. It is a story of trade, power, and the struggle for equality, a story that continues to resonate today.